What if I told you there's a food sitting in your kitchen right now? Something you probably eat almost every day that's silently damaging your kidneys. Not cigarettes, not alcohol, not junk food, something normal, something you'd never suspect. And the worst part, most doctors never warn you about it until the damage is already done. Stay with me, because what you're about to find out might seriously change the way you eat. Kidney disease is one of the most underdiagnosed conditions in the world. Right now, over 850 million people globally are living with some form of kidney damage, and a huge number of them have no idea. No pain, no obvious symptoms, just silent, slow damage building up over time. And one of the biggest hidden causes, it's not what most people think. Today, we're going to talk about the food in question, why it's harming your kidneys, and exactly what you can do about it. We'll also cover what your kidneys actually need to stay healthy and strong. This is information that could literally add years to your life. So, what is this food? Processed salt. More specifically, the excessive sodium hiding in processed and packaged foods. Now, before you say, I already know salt is bad for you, hold on. Because this goes way deeper than you think, we're not just talking about the salt shaker on your dinner table. We're talking about the invisible sodium packed into bread, canned soups, frozen meals, breakfast cereals, salad dressings, and even foods marketed as healthy. The average person eats nearly double the recommended daily amount of sodium. And most of it comes not from what they season their food with, but from processed products they don't even think twice about. Here's why that's a massive problem for your kidneys. Your kidneys are essentially your body's filtration system. Every single day, they filter about 200 liters of blood. They balance your fluids, remove waste, and regulate blood pressure. But when you flood your system with excess sodium, your kidneys go into overdrive. They have to work much harder to filter it all out. And over time, that constant pressure damages the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys, the ones responsible for filtering. Think of it like this. Imagine running your car engine at full throttle every single day without ever letting it rest. Eventually, something's going to break down. That's exactly what's happening inside your kidneys when you eat too much sodium. But here's the shocking part most people completely miss. It's not just kidney disease. High sodium intake is directly linked to high blood pressure, and high blood pressure is the second leading cause of kidney failure in the world. So this one dietary habit creates a dangerous chain reaction in your body. Let's talk about where all this sodium is actually hiding. Because knowing this is where things get eye-opening. Bread and rolls. One single slice of commercial bread can contain over 150 milligrams of sodium. Most people eat 2 or 3 slices in one sitting. Canned soups. One can of regular tomato soup. That could be over 800 milligrams of sodium. More than half your recommended daily limit in one bowl. Breakfast cereals. Even the ones that claim to be healthy. Check the label next time. You might be shocked. Deli meats and cold cuts. Processed chicken, turkey, and ham are loaded with sodium as a preservative. Condiments. Soy sauce, ketchup, hot sauce, salad dressings. These are sodium bombs in disguise. The problem is that these foods are everywhere. They're convenient, affordable, and honestly, they taste good because sodium is a powerful flavor enhancer. Food companies know exactly what they're doing. They engineer these products to be addictive. And your kidneys pay the price. Most people don't know this, but you can have significant kidney damage and feel completely fine for years. Kidneys are so resilient that they can lose up to 40% of their function before you notice any symptoms. By the time most people find out there's a problem, the damage is already substantial. That's why prevention is everything. Now, sodium isn't the only common food villain here. Let's quickly cover a few others that are quietly stressing your kidneys. Excess animal protein. High-protein diets, especially from red meat, can increase the acid load on your kidneys and raise the risk of kidney stones. Your kidneys have to work significantly harder to process large amounts of animal protein over long periods of time. Processed sugar and high-fructose corn syrup. These don't just cause diabetes, they directly damage kidney cells and raise uric acid levels, which can lead to painful kidney stones. Artificial sweeteners. Studies have linked heavy artificial sweetener consumption to a decline in kidney function over time. Ironically, many people switch to diet drinks thinking they're being healthier, and may actually be doing more harm. Excessive alcohol. Alcohol dehydrates the body and forces the kidneys to work harder to maintain fluid balance. Over time, chronic heavy drinking causes direct kidney damage. Over-the-counter pain medications. This is a big one, NSAIDs, like ibuprofen and aspirin, taken regularly reduce blood flow to the kidneys and can cause serious damage. Doctors rarely bring this up, but long-term painkiller use is one of the most common causes of kidney injury. Here's something that will surprise you. Drinking too little water is one of the most overlooked kidney threats. When you're chronically dehydrated, your urine becomes highly concentrated, and that makes it much easier for kidney stones to form. Something as simple as not drinking enough water every day can quietly set the stage for a painful and expensive kidney problem years down the line. Now, let's shift gears, because here's the good news. Your kidneys are incredibly resilient organs. With the right habits, you can protect them, support them, and in many cases even reverse early damage. Here's what actually works. Hydration is non-negotiable. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, more if you exercise or live in a hot climate. Water is the single most important thing you can give your kidneys. Reduce processed food intake. You don't have to be perfect, but even swapping processed meals for home-cooked options a few times a week makes a meaningful difference. Read labels. When sodium content is above 600 milligrams per serving, put it back on the shelf. Eat more kidney-friendly foods. Think blueberries, cranberries, apples, cauliflower, cabbage, garlic, and olive oil. These foods actively support kidney health and reduce inflammation. Control your blood pressure and blood sugar. These two are the biggest long-term threats to kidney function. Regular exercise, reducing processed carbs, and managing stress all play a direct role. Don't overuse pain medication. If you regularly take ibuprofen or other NSAIDs, talk to your doctor about alternatives. Your kidneys will thank you. Get regular blood tests. A simple creatinine and eGFR blood test can detect kidney issues early before any damage becomes serious. If you're over 40 or have a family history of kidney disease, get tested every year. Doctors rarely mention this, but certain herbal remedies and supplements, even ones labeled natural, can actually be toxic to the kidneys. Aristolochic acid, found in some traditional herbal medicines, is one of the most potent known causes of kidney damage. Always check with your doctor before taking any herbal supplement, especially if you're already managing blood pressure or blood sugar. Let me give you a simple action plan you can start today. 1. Cut your processed food intake in half this week. Start reading sodium labels. Aim to stay under 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams per day. 2. Drink a full glass of water first thing every morning before you eat or drink anything else. This jumpstarts kidney filtration and hydration. 3. Replace one processed meal per day with something home-cooked, even if it's simple. 4. Book a kidney function test if you haven't had one recently. Catching issues early is everything. 5. Move your body. Even a 30-minute walk every day lowers blood pressure and improves circulation to the kidneys. Small, consistent steps. That's all it takes. Here's the takeaway I want you to remember from this video. Your kidneys work silently for you every single day, filtering your blood, balancing your fluids, keeping you alive. They don't ask for much, but they do ask that you stop drowning them in sodium, sugar, and processed chemicals day after day. The food that's hurting your kidneys isn't some exotic ingredient. It's right there in your fridge, your pantry, and your favorite convenience meals. But now you know, and knowing is the first step to change. If this video gave you something valuable, share it with someone you care about, and drop a comment below. I'd love to know which part surprised you the most. Take care of your kidneys. They're literally keeping you alive.